This is not my beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. My God, what have I done? Okay. Let's see here. Alternate universe. Alternate universe is the name of this one. Homer Cocktail 076. This is working so nice now. I got a tablet right here. I got a special speaker, so it's like a little amplifier. Let's turn this around. See that right there, a little speaker on top. And I'm loading something here. And then I'm over here on the laptop. See how technology just got way easier. I was always relegated to those over there, the towers. And I got my smartphone right here. Got my smartphone right there. I got an old smartphone that's hooked up to Wi-Fi right here. See that? And in some ways it's a lot easier to produce these videos. Which, by the way, you would think would help the number of views. But if it's easier for me, it's easier for someone that has some more interesting going on, huh? Let's put on the hat. Oh, by the way, in the other room, it's classical music, because usually the older stuff is Creative Commons, and I don't get hassled if there's incidental music. Usually I'm listening to oldies like 70s on 7 on Sirius. See, what I'm doing right here is putting a lot of my documents. Homer Cocktail 48. I have, you might ask why, but I have binders of crap from when I was younger. You know, this is 1995. A whole binder of it. That's 98 right there. Another binder of handwritten notes, and this is the second part of 97. I had two 97s, and this one's 1991. There's the first part of 97. There's 90. You have books and textbooks and all kind of stuff. And it's that time. It's finally that time to go ahead and you know, put stuff on the internet, you know, diplomas and crap like that. I have boxes of crap in there. Boxes of crap in there. I'm straightening out. Alternate universe. I want to talk about alternate universe, though. It's a term I got from Back to the Future. We'll leave the hat inside. We can go outside. Alternate future, and you know, this life. I say it a lot, but life reflecting art. Alternate universe. When one of the guys, you know, whoever's bullying McFly, I can't remember his name now, goes back and somehow he gets an almanac. His older self gets an old almanac and goes to the past, and so that he could be rich someday, and he'll know who's going to win the World Series and horse races and all that kind of crap. And he winds up, you know, creating a world a lot like we see today, where there's casinos everywhere, and you know, things economically aren't as nice, and you know, things don't turn out the way they otherwise would have if there was better leaders and shit like that. And socially, stuff like that happens. I wonder a lot, and I didn't even think of it when I started filming this right now, but people are going to wonder a lot about that election in 2000. There's a lot of irregularities and the way it panned out with the Supreme Court handling a lot of the outcome. Arguably, if the recount would have continued, Al Gore might have won. And besides that, there were some electronic machines that were given disproportionate amount of votes to Bush, not just in 2000, but 2004. There's a documentary on HBO about Diebold. There were 3 different kinds of machines: ES&S, Sequoia, and Diebold. And the Diebold machines, man, they were fucking up left and right, it turns out. And what would we be living right now in 2030? Oh wow, there's some kids walking by. There's a school around the corner. how would things be right now in 2013 if Gore would have been, you know, sworn in as president? You know, it could have been worse. It could have been better. You know, but people speculate. But you know, people might have been as happy. Who knows? But it would have been different. I'm pretty sure it would have been different because their politics are different and everything. And, you know, that's some national. Individually, you know, sometimes people, you know, certain things happen. You hear about 9/11. Seth MacFarlane was supposed to be on one of those airplanes, I think. For some reason, he didn't. He's the guy that created Family Guy and American Dad. For some reason, he didn't go on the airplane, you know. And you hear about this stuff, you know, where you almost did this and your life would have been way fucking different. Or you wouldn't have a life at all, right? Well, I've had some moments. I've had a couple of moments. And, you know, I'm starting to speculate, you know, about some of these things. And I became Homer Cocktail as a persona, partly because I couldn't use my real name. I didn't feel comfortable. And I'm starting to feel comfortable enough to say, hey, man, this is the school I went to. These are the programs I was involved in. These are the people that I knew. And even then, I'm not using last names comfortably yet. But, you know, I have this Homer Cocktail 48, which is documents that, you know, the documents themselves, you know, are objective. As objective as I know how to be. I'm just loaded on a passport. Then I'm going to load on a curriculum. And then, you know, underneath the passport, you know, I put in my memories and some of my opinions. But by itself, you know, documents are there for public record, and you can make out of it what you want. So, I fought hard, though. I fought hard to feel normal as far as what I thought normal in my life was. And it's taken kind of a while, you know. I was supposed to graduate in the autumn of '98, and I fell a little short. And, you know, I'm putting some documents on it. I'm trying to explain to some people why, you know, and what happened and all. But, yeah, that's what this is. I kind of thought to myself a lot, though, that I'm in this alternate universe, a personal alternate universe. And not to mention that our country is, you know, it's depending on what would have happened when. But for the first time in a long, long time, my normal seems to be getting close. So I could say I'm Eddie Corona again instead of Homer Cocktail all the time. And it doesn't mean that I'm not going to still put on Homer Cocktail videos. I've had a good time doing that. But, you know, I didn't feel myself for a while, and, you know, I'm trying to figure this internet thing out. I think it's a blessing and a curse in some ways, but, you know, if you're an optimist and see things with a glass half full, hey, this is a great time to be alive, you know. I got to live some of my adulthood before the internet, and there were certain freedoms, you know, like riding in the back of a fucking truck and going off-roading and drinking and, you know, crazy stuff. But, you know, once in a while, someone from my high school got bucked out of a bed of a truck and died up near Lytle Creek. And there was a thrill, but there was a real danger too. And then after the internet, it seemed like everyone, you know, besides the major metropolitan cities, but the suburbs, it seemed like everyone's safe, you know, almost too safe. It's almost like these houses are fucking self-imposed prisons or intentional or whatever the fuck it is. But man, it's a lot less vibrant now. But you know, people keep talking about this new normal, and maybe this new normal is going to be a good thing. But we're coming on 10 minutes here, and I'm going to cut myself off. It's good to be here at Homer Cocktail 076 again. So I'll talk to you later. This is Homer Cocktail Productions instead of the other one I was going with. Party on.